Every time we approach the day, we never know how that day is going to end. And for some people, when that day's end comes, they have experienced between sunrise and sunset some kind of crisis. I will never forget the time that I was approached by a man whom I had been mentoring for a number of years. In fact, I had been involved in his meeting the young lady that he would eventually marry, took them through premarital counseling as well as performed their wedding ceremony. And I remember getting a phone call one day from him telling me that he had come home from work that day and she was gone. They had been married a few years, but she had just left a note behind saying that it's over and that she really didn't want to live with him anymore. And she was preparing to start her life over and do something different. And I remember very, very vividly in that phone conversation, my memory is quite clear as to the sobbing, the weeping, the brokenheartedness of this young man, that the life that he thought he was going to have was suddenly ending so abruptly and unceremoniously. It was a very, very tough time. He was in a crisis. Now for you, your crisis may be related not to marriage, it may be related to parenting. There may be a child that you have right now, an adult child, and you are going through a crisis because of your relationship or lack of relationship with that child. You may be facing a financial crisis. Here's what we know. You're not the first, nor will you be the last to face a crisis. In our book, Pivotal Praying, what we try to do there is we talk to the reader, talk to you, about the importance in crisis of being very transparent and calling out to God about your pain. We also talk about the importance that in your pivotal prayer in the midst of the crisis, the importance of asking God to give you wisdom, especially in the first 48 to 72 hours in how you respond. And then we also talk about the importance that you go to God and ask that the situation that is bad not deteriorate any further. That's the kind of praying that gets a hold of the heart of God and helps as well get a hold of yourself as you go through a disastrous situation.